What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Levin back at it again with another video. Now, usually when I come through with these face cam videos, it's usually because I'm trying to talk about a serious topic, but today I feel like, you know what? It's warranted. And we're bringing back a sort of old format here from the channel, and that is a rant style video. It's been a good bit, but I'm gonna try to keep it mellow. You know, I'm matured, quote unquote matured, so I think it's time that, you know, I come and sit down and kind of just rant. Some of you guys might take it as bitching, but personally, I think it's very much warranted, especially when it comes down to this certain individual. Now, I know you guys read the title. Dream admits to cheating on his speedruns, and that's exactly what I want to talk about today. Did he cheat on his speedruns? Okay, but I don't want to just focus on the speedrunning aspect. I could give two fucks about the speedrunning aspect. I love speedrunning. I love it. I love watching it. It's very, very fun to just completely see people decimate games that you grew up with and just seeing how fast people could beat games that you love. But at the end of the day, that's not really what I'm worried about. And what concerns me is what Dream went out of his way to do before he finally admitted to accidentally cheating on his speedruns, right? Now, let me elaborate on this. So basically, if you guys aren't familiar with the controversy, around sometime last year, Dream posted a speedrun of Minecraft, which is his bread and butter. Everybody knows Dream for his Minecraft SMP. They know him for his Minecraft content, right? I'm pretty sure if you're a Dream stan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or if you ever heard the name Dream, you always hear it associated or tied down to Minecraft. And I don't blame you. He's the #1 Minecraft fucking YouTuber on the platform, and there's no escaping him. You're gonna hear about him everywhere because he is that massive of a content creator. Now, what happened was, like I said, around sometime last year, he posted a speed run. He supposedly did it for fun, and apparently what happened is some of the people who actually moderate the Minecraft speed runs, they analyzed it and they came to the conclusion that some of the chances and some of the RNG that he was getting were near impossible to achieve. And what I mean by RNG, basically RNG stands for random number generator. It's common in sort of RPG games where you don't really know what's going to happen. It's all luck based, if you want to call it luck based, but essentially, to boil it down, to put it into simple terms, his luck was astronomically insane. For him to be the one to reach these astronomical odds is just ridiculous, right? What a convenience. It's so convenient that it's streamed, right? He makes a ton of content. It's so convenient that it just turns out that his speedrun is the one to hit these astronomical fucking numbers. So what happened after that, right? The moderating team came out, they analyzed the video, they broke it down. They have some professional people who are used to doing this, who are legitimately looking into every single speedrun because that's basically what their livelihood is, right? They take this shit seriously because it's what they're passionate about. Now, Dream does the complete opposite, right? At the time, he believes that his times are completely true. He says, you know what, I didn't cheat. Let me bring on a mathematician who was certified, supposedly from Harvard. And he made these whole like Twitter posts, completely defending himself, completely berating, and just completely, I want to say, sort of attacking the mod team that was in charge of analyzing his speedrun. And you got to keep in mind, if you guys aren't familiar with Dream's community, if Dream is against somebody, if Dream is mad about something, he has an army behind him of millions of people. And what happens as a result of that? Dream gets mad, community attacks. And of course, he's not fully to blame when it comes to that. Of course, it's not his responsibility to make sure that his community is perfect. Not every community is perfect. But at the same time, he didn't really do a whole lot to sort of extinguish the flame per se, and to try to help the situation. And the mod team, from the people who were analyzing his videos, were getting a ton of hate. I'm pretty sure there were death threats involved. I'm pretty sure there were threats of violence involved against them, because some of these Dream stans do get fucking radical. They do get freaking insane, and they're freaking, it's like an anomaly. You cannot mess with the fucking Dream stand, because no matter how much proof you come through against this one person, against this dude how we don't fucking look like, he could look like fucking Hank Hill for all we care. Nobody knows what he looks like, but people are so willing to defend him at all costs because they think they know him, and you don't. He's just a YouTuber. Just because you watch every single sort of content that you watch that he puts out on the internet, that doesn't necessarily mean that you know them. And I know that's a hard realization to come to fruition with, but it's the truth, and I'm sorry to break it to you. So like I was saying, Dream completely was defending himself. He was saying that, you know what, I didn't cheat. This is what happened. You guys are just being dumb. Like, you guys should have said my time. I hired this professional mathematician, the certified mathematician, quote unquote. And I say quote unquote because I'm going to elaborate on it. And, you know, the wave of fans went to completely attack the moderating team. So what happened after that? And keep in mind, this was around last year. What happened recently? Why are we talking about this again, right? You would think that, hey, maybe Dream is telling the truth. Maybe the moderating team is telling the truth. We didn't really know until a couple months. And we found out what actually happened just a couple days ago. So a couple days ago, Dream is having this epiphany. He's laying down in his bathtub, probably living it up. He's, you know, maybe he's just chilling, he's vibing, he's playing some nice music, he has some candles to the side. And he says, you know what? Turns out, I did cheat on my speedrun, but accidentally. Oh, there's the caveat. Accidentally. That's the biggest word. That's the word that I want you to remember. He accidentally, so he claims, he accidentally cheated on his speedrun. Now, I'm not gonna post, I'm not gonna break down, I'm not gonna read the whole entire post that he made on his Twitter. It's actually deleted because for reasons, I'm not entirely sure what the reason was, but the whatever website he used to post the big fucking post that he did, it got taken down by the website, and you know, I can't access that, unfortunately. There's screenshots if you want to go search it out. I'll probably post some links down below for resources if you guys want to take a look at all that stuff. So basically, he goes on this charade saying that, you know what, you know what, like, I'm trying to I do my best job to, whenever I make videos, to make exciting, entertaining videos for my fans, right? So basically what he does is he has recording mods for his Minecraft Let's Plays that allow him to get, you know, resources that maybe aren't the easiest to get when you're playing a normal playthrough. And I could kind of understand that, right? Why make it super hard for you when you're trying to record a video to get some of these resources when you're just trying to have fun? You know, it's not really about the resources, right? It's to get, you know, to a certain point in the game, might as well just make it easier and make it about the entertainment, right? Make it about the people and the personalities, not just so much the game. The game is a backdrop and it adds suspense, but it's not necessarily about, you know, oh, you have to be in a survival game, you have to be completely true to the game. You could add cheats, it's fun, you know, it adds to the fun. I'm not against that per se, I'm really not. So basically he goes on to say, like I said, that he had mods installed and that when he was doing these speedruns, that he completely forgot to check his mod folder for his Minecraft game. And to me, that's already like really irresponsible. If you are planning, you know, he says that some of these speedruns were just done for fun, that he didn't even place well. He knew he wasn't going to place well, but he thought, you know what, it'd be a good idea to maybe see where I land on the leaderboard, essentially. But even then, once you're taking something like that, it's not just for fun. You're taking something that is, you know, people take it seriously, you know, as silly as it might sound, people take speedrunning seriously. People grind for fucking hours without cheats. People grind for hours to get certain times. Not everybody's gonna reach the top 10 on the leaderboard, but it's nice to see their name somewhere along those ranks, right? And people grind away for these things, and to have some fucking big ass influencer come through with mods, try to pass this freaking speedrunning run as legitimate, and then you have the moderation team completely break it down, completely decimate it. And you know, it's I'm gonna say it's very clear, and I'm not gonna say it's 100% true, but it's very, very damning, the evidence that the moderation team came across while analyzing this speedrun, right? And like I said, all this was confirmed by Dream himself, but he tries to play it down as this, oh, you know what, like it was on accident. And a lot of people kind of have a hard time believing him, especially since he dragged it out this long. He posted the speedrun, you know, he tried to pass it off as legitimate. Would have he admitted to it later if it would have been passed down? Who the fuck knows? I'm willing to bet that he wouldn't have said anything. I'm willing to bet that he would have made this whole thing that, oh, I hold a certain record in Minecraft, right? I'm pretty damn sure that that's the road he would have been going down if the run was actually passed as legitimate. And it's crazy because I commend this moderation team for actually saying, you know what? No, we don't care that you're Dream. We don't care that you're this huge influencer who could potentially bring so many eyes to our website where we post speedrunning records and moderation and stuff. We don't care about that. We're gonna treat you like any other speedrunner. We're gonna analyze your runs like we would do with any other person, and we found that you're illegitimate, and we're gonna call it out as we are. And I don't blame him for making this huge video. I feel like, especially with the power that Dream has and the big reach that Dream has, I feel like it's important to call out these people and call out these big influencers. To keep them in check, to let them know that you cannot just get away with this just because your name is attached. Your name has a certain number attached to it, right? And I'm proud of it, right? At the end of the day, it sucks that the Dream community went and completely harassed their fucking, you know, their whole operation and completely harassed the individuals. And there has been tweets that have come out from some of the moderation team that said, well, fuck you, dude. Like, fuck you. It's too little too late. You fucking took this amount of time. You took months to even reply. And even then, when you did reply, it was so half-assed, right? It was so half-assed to the point where you're kind of making yourself out to be the victim, right? Essentially. And it's a damn shame because I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And people come through to my streams, and it's a meme. I feel like it's a meme at this point for my channel that I say that I hate Dream. I don't hate him. I hate some of the things that he does as a person, right? When you have a community that big, you cannot be getting away with some of these things, right? And I will say, he does sometimes he does go ahead and call out, like, and he does do it in this big post that if you go out of your way to harass the moderation team and to, you know, send them death threats or whatever, then you're not a fan of his. And I'm proud of him for saying that. But other times he has given responses where it's like, dude, come on, you know what's going on with the situation. People are calling on your fan base. People are telling you to extinguish the flame, and you go out of your way to do something as post a tweet saying how your community is the best, how you love them and shit like that. And normally people do that. Fuck it, I do that. But not when I'm under fire, when my community is being called toxic. I don't do that when I'm under fire, right? Luckily I haven't been, but let's just say that I am under fire. My community is completely harassing another person, another community, being super toxic. I'm not gonna go ahead and go into my Twitter and another thing, and another aside, just completely a different tangent. Dream, why do you have like 5 fucking million like Twitter accounts? Like, what the fuck is up with all these influencers having like backup accounts when literally everybody's gonna find them, bro? You have freaking fanatics, you have crazy stans that are gonna find your freaking social media. It's not like you making a second Twitter account is gonna make it any better, right? Corpse does this. I don't understand why. Dream does this, and if anybody knows why these people do that, please feel free to explain it to me. But anyways, I'm not gonna go on Twitter and say, oh, my community is the best, my community would never do any wrong, you know. Just super vague blanket statements like that are just I feel like pretty much inappropriate, and it makes you seem really rather ignorant. I would have been completely fine just giving Dream the benefit of the doubt if months ago he would have came out and said, hey, you know what, guys, I took a look at some of these other things, and, you know, I analyzed some of the criticism. I watched the video where, you know, they broke down my speedrun, and I took a second look, and you know what, it's my fault. I should have been more careful. If he would have just said something along those lines, I think he would have gotten more people on his side, right? Nobody would have made so many videos recently explaining how, like, he just completely bashing him, right? And I feel like regardless, like, his community, regardless of what he does, he has the type of community that whatever he does, no matter how wrong it is, people are gonna have like completely back him up. He can do no wrong in people's eyes, right? In his community's eyes. And it's scary. It's very scary to even say that, but it's true. He has, you know, certain things have come up, and, you know, he does this thing where, like, he always kind of plays the victim card, and people are always there to tell him, no, you're fine, we love you, you know, you could do no wrong, we know that you're in the right. And it's just so scary. But he has one of those communities, and it's really rather scary. And that's what I mean. If he knows that he has that much power, he should know that, hey, maybe I should just come through and apologize and save face, right? Because even more people who don't respect him would respect that, at least, that to admit that he's wrong, to just suck it up, and it's okay to be wrong. But instead, he went on, he hired this Harvard professor, he made these entire like Twitter threads, he went on this whole parade, he made a video about it, and he just dragged it on for months on end, and now he comes through claiming that it was an accident, kind of playing the victim, and in my opinion, it's a little bit too late. And it's a little bit too late for, you know, even the commentary community. It's a little bit too late for people who were already kind of like on the line of just maybe not even giving him the benefit of the doubt, or just people who are like, hey, you know what, maybe this dude isn't as good as everybody claims. Why does he have this many fucking people that are just completely disregarding the amount of like harassment and shit like that, right? He can say, you know, his piece, he could do the things that he does, but at the end of the day, it comes across as ignorant, and that's a word that I keep associating with Dream. Ignorant. He turns a blind eye, he does these things, and he's an adult. He's an adult. We make mistakes as an adult, right? We make mistakes as adults, and there's nothing wrong with that. People make mistakes. But when you know you have a certain amount of power, when you know you have the type of community that you do, and I don't want to hear maybe he isn't aware, you know, he's aware. He's been called out for it several times, countless times, with different people ranging in different, you know, numbers and statuses on YouTube or different platforms, and he's very well aware. And for him to be very well aware of it and still kind of come across and do these things, it's a damn shame, because like I said, he's a huge creator, and I feel like he could do a lot better for the community and just for everybody in general. But that's all I'm gonna say, guys. I just wanted to come through and maybe bitch a little bit and rant and just give my piece. Personally, do I think he cheated? Maybe. I don't want to give 100%, like I said, you know, maybe even for legal reasons, but I just want to say that he, in my opinion, it's more leaning towards the side that he probably knew what he was doing and he got caught up. He probably didn't expect the moderation team to completely decimate that fucking video. And like I said, I commend that team. I commend that team for just, you know, sticking to their guns, saying, you know what, fuck this. You know, we can't let this fucking huge creator just try to get away with this bullshit, right? And even then, if Dream knew that he fucked up a while ago, instead of just going on this whole charade and doing the things that he did, he should have just came out, apologized, and we could have been done with it now, back then, last year, not right now in fucking June. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming through and watching the video. If you guys like this type of video where I just come through and bitch or rant about something, let me know. I'm not opposed to it. There's a couple things that do bother me, that I just kind of like keep it to streams and stuff. And yeah, check the links down below for the Twitch. We are streaming there now, so if you guys are wondering, hey, where the fuck are the live streams on the YouTube, we switched over to Twitch. We recently hit affiliate. Thank you guys so much for supporting me on that. Check the links for the Twitter, the Discord, the Instagram, the TikTok, all that bullshit. And without further ado, I'm gonna say, please stay safe, have yourselves a damn good one. Bye.